Taz, if I can cast the fan replay, I will. Just as a heads up, after this game, I have to meet my girlfriend's extended family. I could die today. All right, I could honestly die. So, you know, there's that. So I'll try to cast a fan replay or two if I can. All right, I will absolutely try. But I need to cast this game, and you guys need to watch an interesting game. So let's watch it. Hello, everyone. This is Greyshot17. I'm casting a 4v4 on White Ball Express. Hopefully, my chat is enjoying a better quality experience from the stream. If not, chat, please let me know. We got ourselves 4v4 in this capacity. A great team versus another great team. A team that literally went through hell and back to get through last game. Another team that I've seen play extremely well. Let's see how this goes. We got Spadgerman, Relica, TR Thomas, and Inca Una versus Red Terror, Elper, Jibber Jabber, and Orange Pest. Alright, some great teams across the board. Let's see if, well, they can prevail in this matchup. Mortar trying to grab the territory. We got Rashalon charging a Kubel headlong. They're actually winning. Kubel being easily forced back. We might ask for a restart in 3 minutes or something. Relica has a little delay. Oh, man. I've had that too, where you start a game and you have like a little bit of lag and it dissipates after a minute. So I think that's hopefully what they're referring to. Please don't leave. Please don't. Anyway, to be fair, if there's a technical issue, absolutely leave. You should leave if there's a technical issue. Storm Pioneers being picked off by the Pathfinders pretty easily, I would say. Pioneers getting close, but the smoke is actually helping the Pathfinders because that way they can't shoot. Relica, by the way, going airborne to get those Pathfinders. We got Thomas as well doing the same thing. Inca Una going commando. Not actual, you know, hopefully he's not going commando. I really don't want to see a live stream because sometimes what the mods will do is they'll watch players via camera to make sure they're not like cheating through a second screen. That might sometimes include the player. I really don't want to see Inca Una going commando style. Please, I don't need that, and the mod team doesn't need that. But now that's in my head, so now it's in your head. You're welcome. Orange Pest going great defensive, so a little different. Punsful Slayers on the field to assist with that on the right. And they have managed to take over the fuel. I mean, they have the other side as well. But, hey, they got both fuel. That's pretty important, I would say. I would say that's pretty important, chat. Wouldn't you say? Anyway, let's get into it. Right now, again, we have the infantry carrier giving it all he has. Trying his best to push back the infantry, but alas, even with the Vickers... And to be fair, his infantry is holding the right-hand side behind some good cover, though Incendiary could burn him out once he has that building set down. Oh, wait, he doesn't even have that, so Incendiary's not an issue. Universal Carrier, with support from the infantry section, should be able to hold back the infantry. Great shots on the Grenadier. Grenadier might die here. Hold on, Inca Una. Can we get a good pick? Can we get a pick? No picks. No picks. No more infantry section coming on in. Push in mid. Volk Squad has a clear opportunity to take over the munition point. Any other commanders being picked yet? Nope. Not so far. Pathfinders don't seem to be doing as much on the left. Again, also we have Jibber Jabber Jobber not going with a heavy support focus. He's actually going a little bit of everything. Which again, I don't know what he's saving up for. But right now he has close to 450 manpower and is yet to pick a 5th unit. So I'm really curious to see what his 5th unit is going to be. We do know that looks like the 5th unit for Orange Pest is more Fusiliers. So again, which is great when they're upgraded. Really solid unit across the board. Hopefully, it can deliver enough firepower to hold back the infantry section fully upgraded. If he gets that done. Curious to see, I mean, Inca Una, I think, has done it before. Hopefully he gets it and is able to compete with the pounds of Fusiliers. But again, great play by Inca Una and Thomas for being so aggressive and actually holding the axis back. A little bit more with Inca Una than Thomas, but still, solid work. Captain on the field. We have barbed wire, I believe, being placed. Mortar firing, you know, pretty close to the front. May need to pull back a little bit. On the far left, it's not going as well for the Allies. Axis forces so continuously hold the fuel. MG and Mortar are making sure that stays that way. And Pathfinders, they do have some veterancy. They do have some kills, but and ambulance on the front to keep things held. But the Germans are trying to push left. Nice flamethrower pushes back the Volk Squad. Kubel and Sturm try to come in the flank, but Pathfinder shutting that down immediately. Like, they're just like, maybe we... Nope. Pathfinders just obliterate the Sturms they come along the side. Now, Spaget Man is bringing up a lot of MGs and an AT gun. So at least they have an early AT again, in case we see a 2-2-2. Which, for the Axis, has been pretty common. But this Axis, I'm actually unsure if they'll do that. Nice mortar hit on there. Let's see. Oh, okay. Jibber Jabber bringing up a sniper. That's what he's saving up for. And now a 2-2-2. Okay. But that's why he was saving up manpower. He was trying to save up for his sniper. Maybe just put his resources into another thing in the meantime. Great shot in the infantry section. No, has to keep his distance. Sniper, already 3 kills. But again, he has to keep his distance, make sure that he's guarded by Pun's Fusiliers. If he does that, he'll be in a pretty good state. At least in my opinion. I think he'll be in a good state. But again, it's one of those things where you just have to be cautious. You don't want to be picked off by the Universal Carrier with its Vickers. It can be very devastating if that is the case. And you just want to make sure you're in a pretty good position overall. But again, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how things pan out. Sniper pretty low after taking some hits. Is going to need to pull back. Luckily, the facility's right there for some healing. MG's guarding the point, but not capping it. Probably would be great if he capped it. Just saying. MG's moving over to guard the fuel. Pioneer's moving on in. AT gun is on standby. He's popping shots to kill the MG. Luckily, they did recrew it, though under fire from the MG. Oboe Blitz truck's on the field, which means Firestorm. And that means Elpern will have direct strike opportunities as well, so good for him. Captain, though, come along the flank, pushing back the Grenadiers. Allies in a good position on left now, and actually hold the fuel, or the Axis hold the fuel on the right. So I like how it's going back and forth. Both sides not really being, I don't want to say OP, but like neither side seems to be in a definitive stance. Like I see this, and I see a mortar dropping smoke here, and then a big Axis counterattack. So, but again, we'll have to see. Here's hoping the Axis do counterattack. Captain in a bit of weaker stance, but hold on. Same thing can be said for the Volk squad, being picked off by the Pathfinders. Stuka being developed by Elpern. Grenadiers trying to hold the front. Again, reinforcing right here. Ambulance as well trying to reinforce. Luckily heals the Maxim and gonna heal the Pathfinders. We'll see if that is enough. Sniper still on the front trying to pick off units. Half Track is trying to hold back the Pun's Fusiliers. Universal Carrier holding back Grenadiers. Good. Nice rifle grenade. Hits 2 units for the price of 1 shot. And effectively pushes back the infantry section. Though not a full retreat. They're just going to walk back and heal via the ambulance. So excellent job there. Volk squad's moving on in against the MG. They're under consistent smoke barrage. MG hitting the Volk squad, suppressing them, and forcing them back. Excellent job. Now, again, German launching the counterattack like I thought they would. Smoking the area, large amount of infantry. The question is, well, Grenadier might be in a bit of harm. Come on. Manages to get back. Luckily, Red Terror stays alive. Sturm Pioneers, come on, Elpern. Keep your unit alive. Yes, good smoke by Elpern's Volk squad. Protects his unit on the retreat. Artillery, though, tries to kill it, but misses. Another Grenadier squad retreat. They're trying their best, but all these retreats might be a little actually counterintuitive. Although, great kill on the MG. Knocks out veterancy. I say that, Chad, in case you're wondering. By the way, 120 on the field, which is Spaget Man going, I'm sorry, not Spaget. Spaghetti. There we go. Spaghetti Man. That's how you're supposed to say it. Sorry. Spaghetti Man going with the light. Okay. Interesting grenade. Going with the 120. Also gets a 45mm. The Dushka. Lay down fortifications. Come on, Stuka. Nice kill on the ambulance. Okay, no reinforcing for the allies. That's going to keep them back and allow the Axis to reinforce, even with a smaller force on the front, and hold that position. So sorry. I completely butchered that person's name. Whoops. But chat, yeah, if you have any questions or anything like that, leave in the comments. I look at the chat during the game live, so I can try to get your input. Volk squad's opening fire, or trying to, but get hit with a nasty grenade from the paratrooper squad. On the right, we have the sniper holding fire so it doesn't get shot. I love the fire going in between the unit. That's pretty funny. Dushka trying to move on in to open fire. Luckily, smoke's not blocking his sight. Never mind. Smoke blocks it. Plane crashes in the distance. Half-track opening fire on the Fusiliers. Incoming shot. Misses target. Grenade is thrown. Does almost knock out the captain. Luckily, both units survive on their respective areas. And again, the fuel is just constantly contested. Again, gotta get up to both. Resource-wise, it's dead even as well. We can see a pick right here. Come on! Orange Pass losing I believe, Volk Squad. Could get another Poundsful Slayer. But again, population-wise, Axis are in the, I would say, upper 30s. Allies are in the low 40s. So it's still rather close. Grenade thrown. Gets a good shot on the Grenadiers. Dushka holding back the Grenadiers from pushing further in the Allied territory. Still very close across the board. Smoke coming down. Again, MG trying to grab mid and will grab it. Although I will say Axis are down relatively right now in VPs by 80 points. Red Terror going fortified armor. You're probably going to see that because of the elephant to counteract a lot of, well, possibly an enemy tank destroyer. But, you know, it's not like chat. Oh, actually, no. We have air supremacy, lots of P-47s, and AT Overwatch. So, honestly, the biggest thing the Axis could do was try to cut off the Allied munitions or make sure they don't have a lot of resources in munitions coming on in. It's harder on this map, but if they can try to do that, that would be very, very good. Stuka coming on in. Hits the ambulance again! Oh my god, I would not want to be a medic squad this game. Just getting obliterated by the Stuka. I mean, it's killed literally 2 vehicles. Suffice to say, it's not necessarily killing a lot of infantry. I don't care. It's literally stopping the consistent reinforcement for the Allies. Great recon, by the way, by Red Terror as well. Good teamwork, making the dream work. Although Pathfinders are moving on in, backed up by a captain. Again, I don't see an MG in the vicinity that can hold them off. Maxim is under fire, that's under German control. Gets obliterated. Yep, there it goes.
We have lost an MG team.
So, easily pushing them back. Half-track moving on in. Pushing back the 222, it looks like. I'm not seeing any... Oh, there's the AT gun. I was like, half-track doesn't seem to be under fire by anything. Nope, P.A.K.A. moves into fire. Universal Carrier now being very ballsy and moving on in with a P.A.K.A. and staring it down. But luckily, with good micro, gets behind the building. Now firing on the MG. Luckily, pulls back before armor-piercing rounds kill it. But again, Axis are effectively pushed back. So really good job by the Allies grabbing the right side. Left side, though, as much as the Allies may want it, Relica is just losing a few too many men, and the Axis have that reinforcement point still under their control with no real enemy artillery hitting it consistently. I mean, sure, the Soviets have the 120, but I just haven't really seen it in a good position to neutralize that unit. So, there's that. Now with 2 Stukas as well, the artillery can just keep firing from the Axis side, and the Allies will just slowly keep being reduced in what they have on the front. Recon flight overhead, that's by the Brits. There goes the 120, or A120. Volk Squad swarming on in. Not looking great. Not looking great. Volk Squad just pouring on in. This side is going to completely collapse. Low friendly fire right there. But left side has completely collapsed. AT guns knocked out. Grab the 120! Volk Squad, come on. You know you want the 120. You know you want it. Speaking of Booga Booga. Come on, decommission it. Yep, there goes the fuel, and there goes some resources. Oh, man. Volk Squad, like, how dare you, Greds, take that. We killed the unit. That should be ours. Can we see some rivalry between the German armies because of that? No, probably not. Elper and Red Terror will probably still work together for the prize money, but still. We got some mines going down. Again, very nice. Hopefully hold back an armor rush. Infantry section have been upped. No upgrades yet for Inca Una. That's interesting. No manpower bonus. All right. Half track moving left. Again, a lot of mortars under German control. A good Katyusha or Well, anything would be great. Mortar carriage is also a good ticket to knock that out. We have a mortar pit, but that's on the right. Let's see. Thomas has howitzer. That could be pretty good. 17 kills. All right, it's been doing a lot of work. It looks like it removed the bunker in the back, and its high explosive shells are hitting the mortars, pushing it back pretty effectively. Some mines as well being placed on the Axis side. Allied armor coming on in. Again, Spaghetti Man really trying to bring in what they can to, like, or what he can to try to hold back the Axis. Stuka's right there. Hold on. T-34s. Gonna move in? It's right there, man. It's right there. There's no AT. Oh, there's one AT got there. Okay, there's another. They're firing. Like, he could run up, shoot it, and easily, like, trade. And then maybe even get a second round. That could have been so good. Zuka comes on in. Kills the Vet 2, almost Vet 3 howitzer. They're both at Vet 1. The consistent recon the Axis are pulling off is really freaking good. And it's just helping with a better accuracy for their artillery. Which is so far devastating the Allies. By a lot. Anyway, Volk squads on the left, maybe trying to look for that flank, but the Sherman stopped them. At the very least, Allies have armor, so they can hold back the Axis pretty well, I would say. Maybe not amazingly well, but pretty well. Infantry section doing a pretty solid job at annihilating a lot of the infantry. Hold on, big Allied counterattack happening. There goes a pack. Hold on. They're pushing on in. We have a bunker going down, but maybe a little too late. Pack gun taken. What? Smoke going down. They might actually steal that pack, which would be a big win for the Brits. For AT. T-34 coming on in. Where were you a minute ago? Hopefully you don't hit the mine. Oh, nice job with the light gamma bomb? No. Yeah, gamma bomb. The 222 goes down. Nice push through mid. Again, now Orange Pest and Jibber Jabber Jabber are like, guys, we're holding, but not for long. Oh, nice mine hit and AT hit, so T-34 could just be neutralized by a good AT shot. Luckily, Elpern coming in clutch. Come on, Elpern. There we go. Red Terror as well coming on in, but now the Brits pushing left because all of the armies went mid. So, wonderful counterattack by the Allies, really throwing the Axis off their rocker. Luckily, AT shots across the board are hitting the Sherman. Is it enough to kill? Is it enough for a kill? Doesn't look like it. Captain under fire. Actually doesn't lose any models. Sherman's still making a run for it. Pathfinders, again, taking some hits. No AT to speak of. Oh, Volk squad as well, cutting through. But luckily being suppressed by the half-track. The smoke going down. Brumbar still charging. Any mines? Not really. Paratrooper getting hit pretty badly. Brumbar does not care. Red Terror is terrorizing Relica. Relica's like, guys, not again. My ambulance. I guarantee Relica, if he, like Relica, that thought went through his head. If he's seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Cabbage Man is suddenly becoming very real. Oh my god, that poor squad got grenaded to death. Relica just losing so many men. Oh, I feel so bad for him. But hey, Allies took right, and now Inca Una has a comet. So, you know, Relica, you may be experiencing loss, but too bad. Keep holding your side. Your allies are doing what they can. Speaking of which, of allies, good job in Elpern, still having AT in mid, holding back the comet. Looks like we have Spaghetti Man pushing mid. We have some artillery from Red Terror, I want to say, right? He still has his mortars. Oh yeah, all three mortars still alive. One with Vet 3. Support gun as well. Orange Pest will need to heal. Jibber Jabber a little less so, but he still needs to get more men up to the front. Border carriers just trying to do what they can. AT line will hold back the Brumbar. Smoke, though, is blocking their sight. Another Brumbar moving on in. Fire! Oh, taking a lot of hits. Hold on. Gun, can we fire again? No, he smokes.
Ready for action.
Infantry pushing into mid. Right now, Grenadiers are trying to grab the territory, and they will. VP-wise, still in Allied favor, though we'll see how long that continues. Stuka does knock out some of the support equipment. Hurt some others. Infantry section are pulled back. Sherman, high explosive rounds, trying to get some good hits in. Katusha firing upon a blob that seems to be grouped up all together. Katusha could be devastating. Wolf Squad managed to get through. One rocket. One rocket is all that matters. Come on, one side rocket. Nope, just outside the area of effect for the Katusha. Unfortunate. Comet, though, seems to be pushing right. AT gun repositioning, though he's going to pull back. Mortar, wait. Oh, mortar cover in effect, so a lot of white phosphorus is about to come down upon the Axis lines, which is very bad when you have a lot of infantry and support equipment that really relies on not burning to death via white phosphorus. Brumbar coming on in. AT as well, but Comet's there, full health, along with the paratroopers and everything else. Left side is pretty bare. Infantry's pushing on in, but the Soviets and what's left of Relica's forces will hold it back, while the one paratroop squad helps in mid. Brumbar, a little friendly fire action right there, pushing the paratroopers back. Free LMG! Nope, can't grab it. Oh, right, I don't think he can with the MP40s. No, I don't think he could. I think Pathfinders could. That'd be cool. Or Captain. Captain would be nice as well. Come on. There we go. Mortar carrier just still pounding that side. Again, right now he's 2 plus a howitzer. Just trying to light up all the support equipment he possibly can. Captain trying to take mid, but no dice. Unable to grab it. Still drops to the LMG again. Grenadiers just pushing into mid in the Allied back lines. It's not looking good. 120 under heavy fire. Again, gotta give it up to Red Terror. This Brumbar has been such a pain in the Allied side. Allies trying to kill it. He's gonna pull back as fast as he possibly can. Hopefully he can get out of there in the nick of time. It looks like that is the case. Just watch it. Just war crimes in this game, I know. Where's the Alrighty. Infantry section pushing into mid. Oh, AT just under consistent fire. Nice shot with the Brumbar again. Brumbar's doing so well this game. Did he just lose that whole squad? I really hope he did. Didn't, but I think he did. Katusha firing point blank on the AT. Su-85 should kill it. Brumbar pushing on in, but again, Su-85 could fire on it. Allies getting closer to losing their VP edge. Nice bundle from the Obersoldaten. Hold on, Comet could kill a pack. That would be a big loss for Jibber Jabber Jobber loses AT like that. He does. Luckily, he's getting a new one out. More mortar cover in effect, and that's more white phosphorus. And already with the mortar carrier just firing, get your men out. Run before it's too late.
We have a forward structure under attack.
Comet pulling back. We have just a random guy running for his life. Jackson Su-85 on standby. If that Brumbar comes back up, it's gonna have a real rude awakening. Speaking of which, let's look at the Axis. Right now, the Stukas are easily 55 kills. Brumbar doing very well. This Brumbar is doing pretty well in mid. Orange Pest has a... Hold on! Tiger's on the field. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Tiger. So again, this baby has a special ability of being able to boost the morale of people around him with nice little bonuses. Really helps in terms of helping a team effort. So Orange Pest going with the teamwork instead of going with like a king. That might be slightly better, but still, excellent job. Stuka coming on in, some of the equipment. Doesn't kill anything outright, I don't think. Hold on! Oh, Stuka, literally slightly off from getting a devastating strike to kill so many units. So lucky. Tiger moving on in, trying to kill the equipment. Orange Pest seeking a little revenge. But we have P-47s inbound. Hold on. Relica! P-47's calling double! Okay, you know, that would have been cool. Just overwhelming air supremacy coming on in. I want lots of rockets, alright? That's me. Commandos should provide recon. Werfer firing. It's in... Is it range? No, it's outside the range. Werfer doing a little bit of damage, not too much. P-47's just circling. I guess the Tiger that was firing in mid wasn't enough of a clue for them to fire. Whatever. And are they really going to break off without firing a shot? Wow, that's unfortunate. Commandos trying to take right, but with the headquarters right there, they're not going to really do all that much. Unfortunate for Inkauna. Though he still has plenty of manpower, so, you know, not too negative for him. Pack guns opening fire on the enemy force. And there literally is a allied pack gun with the 6-pounder. Commando bugged. No! Wait, did he really? Wait, no. Wait, oh, that commando squad. I thought, oh my god. I thought it was a bug splat. I'm like, no. Please don't. Okay. Whoa. That got close. I'm glad there was no bug splat. Hopefully there's no bug splat. What am I doing? My desk isn't made out of wood. There we go. I think that's wood. Might be fake. Hit a wooden bar I set up. Rum bar, not that bad actually. Does get pushed back. Infantry force as well. Look, at least Relic has regained control of his side. Also, lots of AT guns from the grab. Just saying, who wants AT guns? Get Echelon and just grab it all. A small push on right. We have an Elephant backing him on up. Unfortunately, the Elephant has to worry about AT Overwatch and P-47s. Mass P-47s would be great. Just complete air dominance on this side would be amazing for the Allies to charge in. Hold on. One's being called AT Overwatch is in effect. Elephant needs to get the hell out of Dodge. Are the Allies going to push on that? Or provide recon? Like, we have recon overhead. I mean, that's Axis recon. Okay, as long as he doesn't fire, he's good. Again, that's the problem with AT Overwatch. You need to keep recon so that way the AT Overwatch stays in effect. Pathfinders have some good range, and luckily they're helping to spot this damn thing. Oh, wow, okay, that's unintentional, but support gun dies from the artillery. Cool. Luckily on the left, I guess because they're busy. Oh, Panzer, I'm sorry, not Panzer. Bunker is under fire. Dropping smoke. AT is trying to come on in. Sherman pulls back, but the smoke was already deployed. Middle, S-285. Come on, kill the pack. Yes, pack goes down. S-285 can snipe it. He is doing exactly that. Pathfinder's keeping recon. All right, Allies, I'm hoping for mass planes. Get double P-47s in an area. Just let them have it. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Allies in a good position, though Axis still have a decent amount of armor. Although, again, unfortunately, Jibber Jabber Jobber, a little bit lower. Hold on! Tiger barely alive. That's thanks to the Comets and the pack hitting it. Firing shots across the board. Airstrike, airstrike. Yeah, P-47's inbound! Will it hit the Tiger? That's the question. Will he actually go for the Tiger? P-47 looking at the Tiger. He's firing on the Elephant instead. Elephant got most of the hits. Engineers will take mid. Infantry pushing on right. Elephant still under fire from air support. And again, the AT line and double Comets. Comets pushing in, by the way. Hold on. Big allied breakthrough. Pushing forth. Werfer is down. Elephant bouncing shots, but needs allied support. Other Werfer's like, I'm out. Peace. Werfer is down. Elephant is down. The Comets are still advancing. One goes down. Jagdpanzer now under AT Overwatch or bombers? Something? P-47's called in on the Tiger. Crashes into the Tiger, causing a main engine destroyed. Comet goes down. Axis forces in complete disarray. Bombers support coming on in. Kills the Rakan Werfers. What a push! Second Elephant now under fire. Bombers kill the Brumbar. AT Overwatch still in effect. P-47's called on in. Literally, hell is being brought upon the Axis lines. This is what this is what I'm talking about. Allies using their overwhelming air supremacy to just bomb the Axis back. And by God, is it working. Sherman providing cleanup. AT being picked up by the Allies, cleaning up what's left. P-47's firing afar. Panther's pretty low. Was that all the P-47s as well? Yep, that was everything. Allies just launched. Oh, Katusha, come on. Don't get sloppy now. But still, Axis lost so much of their armor. The elephants are dead. The Tiger is dead? Yeah, Tiger is dead. A lot of the artillery died. I mean, luckily, the Stukas are still alive. What the hell? Just fired upon itself. Katusha very close to dying, but no dice. Still, what a push. What a push. Now they need to reinforce, heal themselves, hold the VPs, and get back control of the overall victory. But I would say Allies in that grand offensive might have sealed the deal. I'm just putting it out there, chat. I think they might have sealed it. What a combined strike. I agree. Allied firepower is supreme, 100%. And then again, you could say, well, Greyshot, they just did Collins. No. I mean, yes, they did Collins, but the Axis could absolutely go a bunch of stupid close air support and do the same thing. They chose to have some armored units, but the Allies had to rely on air supremacy. And again, Axis could counter by calling in, anti-air and doing more of that. Headquarters building possibly about to go down. It's not looking good. It's absolutely not looking good, but we do have a strike coming in. Panzer commander called in artillery. Pathfinder's almost walked into it, does a little damage to it. Great shot on target. Let's see, artillery just raining down. Axis are trying to push whatever they got left. Brumbar clearing the paratroopers, but there's so much Allied support here. Panzer Grenadiers go down. Grenadiers trying to keep the advance going, but there's just so much Allied armor. Stuka's firing, clearing a lot of the support equipment. Jagdpanzer's well firing. Sherman taking the brunt of heat, but it's still holding relatively well. And while they're buckling, they're not faltering. They're not breaking. Allied support's still pretty strong. Axis unable to break the Allied lines to cause significant damage. Some additional armor pushing, moving its way left, while light skeleton crew holds right. But against commandos that kill you up with Stan Squad, I don't know how much or how effective that's going to be. And overall, commandos are just cleaning up the house. And yeah, Panther trying to break through. Can't launch any artillery. Orange Press does kill the S-285. AT Overwatch though in effect. Comet does hit him. Air support comes on in. Does kill the Panther on retreat. Poor Orange Press losing it to those P-47s. Pathfinder's moving on in. I think these guys do have LMGs. They do. And I'm going to say that's pretty much GG. Oh, is he really? Oh, he was going to place a demo. God damn. Brumbar moving on in. At least Red Terror has this Brumbar. That thing has stayed alive the entire time. Please don't lose it. Please don't lose it. Please don't lose it. I didn't mean to jinx it. I just said. Oh, okay. Sherman's about to die. P-47's trying to hit it. They're pushing forth. Well, no support for the Reckenwerfer, so it's going to be pushed back. Pathfinders, though, cleaning up the pack guns. No infantry support to stop them. And I feel like Allies have pretty much sealed this game. Their devastating combined strike just utterly destroyed what hope the Axis had at holding them back. Yeah, even a combined Axis strike on left just couldn't break the Allied forces. And now they're getting so much munitions they can just keep calling in strikes. Good shot on the infantry. Cleaning up the pack. Let's see. Yep, the last defenses are breaking. Mortar cover and effect stopping infantry from advancing. The last Axis stronghold, and by the way, they still have their like good like Stukas with like 80 some kills, Jagdpanzers, pretty much everything in between, and it's just not enough. I'll give credit for Elper and Red Terror in them for just trying to stick it out until the end. Like, guys, maybe we can make a comeback, but they're literally just being forced back. And now we have P-47s and AT Overwatch in effect in this whole area. Stuka hits a lot of units on retreat, but alas, P-47's coming on in. Kills the Jagdpanzer, I believe. And now the AT Overwatch is hitting the artillery and the Brumbar. Luckily, there's no consistent recon, otherwise it probably would kill all this artillery. But Axis just being literally deflected. The best shot they had just was not enough. Just not, they have some good defenses. They're not completely breaking down, but yeah, it's GG. Solid game though. GG across the board. Alright, chat, let's look to see how each of these guys did. Because, goddamn, I am very impressed with both. I want to be honest. Like, it could be a situation where it's like, you know, it's okay. Or, you know, it could be better. No, the game was great. The game went extremely well. Like, I cannot deny that this game had a great, a great back and forth. But the Allies combined everything they had into one final, like, decisive push. Led by started with a comet push that literally led to everything else, and it was very, very effective. Like, goddamn, super, super effective against everything. So, gotta give a shout out to that. Now, again, you have no face cam. I have no face. I think I have a face. I could be wrong. I think I might have a face. Let's see right now. Elpern. Gotta be with the Stukas. Gotta be with the Stukas, right? Gotta be with the Stukas. Now you have it. All right. Yeah, I mean, in the I typically in the again, when I cast a game, I don't typically show my face for the tournament stuff, but I typically just had the divider because otherwise I put my face on something it covers up more of the screen. And I'd rather give a shout out to the tournament I'm doing. But anyway, so let's see. On the Axis side, yeah, top damage step kills the Elpern. Jagdpanzer as well did pretty well, I would probably say. Although Red Terror's Brumbar, very good. Orange Press and Jibber Jab, I felt so bad. They just kept being pushed pretty hard and further back and back. Inca Una got top damage and top kills goes to Thomas. So really solid stuff there. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and today I'm bringing you game 2 of this set in the Bloodbath tournament version 2. I'm ready to suffer. So am I, Spaghetti Man. So am I. We got a 4v4 with 2 Americans, 1 Soviet, 1 Brit versus 2 OKW, 2 Axis. 2 OKW, and 2 Wehrmacht. Man, that sounds familiar, right, guys? But no, hopefully we get some different commanders. Some different commanders. Okay, technically this is a little different from the last game, but still, a lot of them are similar. Hopefully this leads, though, to some epic battles and a cool conclusion that hopefully doesn't mean that, you know, Inca Una and Thomas and all of them just, you know, dominate. Because they did win last game in a devastating strike, but now they have to play as the Axis. And unfortunately, unless they do, like, let's see, hold on. Sector Assault again, and maybe Storm Doctrine, and just call in all the air support like the Allies did last game. We'll see how that goes. Allies are doing the exact same thing. They have the ability to launch all those airstrikes. And you know what? Why not? Let's throw in defensive tactics for the AT Overwatch. But again, they also need to hold the resources and actually play well to get to that stage. MG, guarded by Pioneer and Grenadier, will hopefully launch enough firepower. Universal Carrier, I love how he got his men in. It's like, okay. What? Why? Sure. I don't mind. It's just a little weird. Anyway, MG opening fire on the Universal Carrier. Infantry section and Pathfinders keeping on the back foot. Rashlon almost dies on the front to a Kubel. Not like last game where the Kubel almost got defeated from her rear echelon unit. A little different. A little different. MG moving on in. Not sure what the goal is here. Well, they are on the front. Right now, Universal Carrier is on the front. Again, more Grenadiers. Infantry section on standby with Rashlons guarding the fuel. So at least both sides have a fuel. Pathfinders trying to hold back the Pioneer squad. Sure, that might be the case, but Kubel will probably push you back. Up, jumps to cover. Under mortar fire. Under a lot of mortar fire. Hold on. Up, no double mortars and double support. Alright. But here comes the smoke, everyone. Alright, Pioneers battling out in mid. Folk squad trying to light up that poor engineer squad, which for a second I thought he boxed himself in. That would have been hilarious. He's just stuck between the barbed wire. He can't retreat. I've seen that happen a few times. Elpern bringing up 3 MGs. So we'll see how well that goes. Oh, I forgot to mention Orange Press, Elburn, Jibber Jabber, Red Terror, Versing, Spaghetti Man, Relica, Thomas, Inca. Now you guys know who's on whose side. Just in case you joined on in and are like, huh, who's all these players? Well, Jibber Jabber's the guy with the Pathfinders that needs a little bit of, how do I put this? Maybe, how do I put this in the best way? All right. Medic! That's what they're currently shouting. Luckily, ambulance is coming up to the front. Now, in the last game, oh my god, it became a running joke how many times the ambulance got bombed by a Stuka. Like, literally, they just kept happening over and over again. So hopefully this next squad doesn't, you know, hopefully there's no war crimes. That's what I'm trying to put out. No war crimes. MG trying to keep the infantry back. Nice shot with the AT gun from Thomas. Knocks out the Universal Carrier. Big blow for Red Terror. Grenadiers pushing on in. Volk squad's pushing on the flank, trying to hit the infantry section on retreat. Ambulance a little close to the front. Really risking it here. Infantry is absolutely going to be overwhelmed. Allies going to lose this front. There's no way they hold against this. No way. MG gets decrewed as well. Germans will pick that up. They're going to focus, but they're just not going to do enough. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, Rashlon, just not enough. Pull back. Run. And, yeah, Axis managed to hold the right. Allies overextended themselves a bit too much and just got overwhelmed. So they're going to grab a good chunk of territory. On the left, it's not much better. On the left, yeah, mortars are currently holding that sector. Mortars just lining up this position. AT gun is well under fire. MG, well, covering the area, but their men are also being hit by an MG, so might need smoke, which he is using to cover up the MGs. Nice. Artillery seeing the other MG, hopefully wearing that down and pushing that back. Captain's coming up to help Orange Best out. Pathfinders well coming on in. Maybe they can snipe some of the mortars with the Pathfinders. That would be a nice little win. Or flank the... Oh, wait. Nope. Medical right there, so they'll just heal through it. Unless you have a grenade, it's very... or some really good upgrades like bars. It's really, really difficult to just overwhelm a position where they can just reinforce by. You need a lot of firepower. Or, you know, get lucky. Speaking of which, mines being placed... Again, Thomas wants to make sure his flank is secure. Thomas, look, I know you're placing mines, and that's good and all, but can we save a little bit of munitions for a Goliath? I'm just saying, chat would go wild if you got Goliath. And while I am a commentator, I'm a watcher, I do not interfere with games. Although, sometimes I think of stuff and it immediately happens. But anyway, I think a Goliath would be a great addition to your army. If just for the memes. I'm just saying, Thomas. Just saying. Anyway, 222 lights the infantry up, pushing from mid. Mortar pit is being developed, most likely to just pick off the grenadiers and other forces pushing on in, and then hopefully give the allies enough of an opportunity to reclaim the right. Left side, actually, the allies are doing fairly well. Retaking the side, mine going down. A half-track trying to keep him back. Luckily, Firestorm being picked means smoke for the Volk. Although not enough smoke to, guess, walk back and grab the territory. He's in it, but I guess not enough. I would like a ref to come in and see if he's in the line. I think he was. There should be a foul. Unit did not capture. 5-yard penalty. Anyway, AA half-track moving on in. Suppressing, forcing some units back. Axis moving up a pack gun though, so they'll have something to hold it back, but their smoke is currently blocking its sight, so they'll have to direct fire. Attack ground is a success. It's trying to get out of there. Will it possibly hit again? Does not. Hits the Pathfinder, but no dice. Allies trying to retake right. Seem to be doing pretty well. Smoke being dropped. A half-tracks are doing fairly well at helping the allies out against the Axis forces. Retaking the fuel might be a possibility here. Infantry section as well can call on artillery to try to break this stuff up. I mean, look, I know he only has one base, but listen, chat. This is a little bit of a trade secret, all right? Don't everyone watching, I need you not to tell anyone. If you use pyrotechnics, right, or coordinate fire, and you throw it on the enemy, and you build up your base, let's say you build the base, and it's done before the artillery is complete, the next salvo from the newly built base will fire from the ability, which means the ability will fire for almost twice as long, even though it's not firing any additional shells. It just fires the other building, so that area will still be under fire. It's great. It's really, really cool. MG being forced back by the echelons. Fire's coming down because of Firestorm, because of course it is on the MG and mortar, forcing them back. Lots of support equipment still, no real front lines, which might be Elpern's one weakness. No fast response units. Just support that needs to come on in and make sure he doesn't completely fall to the ground. Let's see right now. Push along the right, 222. Hold on, might kill the half-track. Does. Ambulance is next up. Luckily, he gets out of it. Although, I don't think that's going to stop the 222 from just direct shotting it. Does kill both units. No snares available. 222 now going to try to hightail it out of there. Will he manage? Drop smoke. He's going to go behind the building. He's going to get around there. Pathfinder's giving chase. Will they finish off the unit? It's going to be close. Aw, on the edge of the range, Pathfinders kill the unit. Sniper is on the field, by the way. Yeah, the last game I forgot to mention the sniper got, annihilated. But, that was its impact. It literally showed up and it died. So, yeah. Sniper in this case just chilling, has already a couple kills. Neither, the Brit nor the Soviet. Yeah, the Soviet on this side does have a sniper. I'm actually a little surprised by that. I mean, to be fair, it's Axis on this side don't have a sniper either, but they're also being pushed back, so I don't expect it. A half-track gets hit with a nice shot from the pack along the side. Very clutch. Axis forces trying to take the hits and then push forward. Again, if the Allies win this, right, that means we would still go in for another game. We would still have another game possible. But if the Axis can keep holding and come back and seal the deal, that would be a 2-0. That team would prevail. Axis forces pushing in for the fuel. Managed to take it, which is good because they need a fuel. You might need a fuel to get that armor. That might be important. Howitzer was decrewed. Reshlon going to recrew it. Luckily, allies are using the glider for reinforcements, and the ambulance is saying the fuck back. Hold on, do we have a Stuka? No, just support guns firing. I mean, they'll probably get a better shot, but I'm actually surprised we haven't seen a Stuka yet. Yeah, we're not seeing it. I mean, that means armor's gonna come up sooner, but still. Grenadiers and Volk fighting over the Pathfinders for the fuel. Fighting with the Pathfinders, I should say. Another great shot. We're kind of for push back the AF track. Fire coming down the MG. Can we burn it? Oh, so close. Big infantry push. Again, we have LMG with that one. Or bar. What is that? Is that bar or LMG? It's LMG. Okay. No, is it bar? It's a bar. Okay. I'm going mad. So bar finders on the field. Trying to push back the Grenadier. Pack gun trying to move up as well. Flamethrower unit pushes that unit back, I believe. I think there was a unit there. Anyway, got roasted. MG also falling back. Engineer pushes back the Gren. Pack gun pulling back. Pathfinder's giving chase. Oh, wait. Hold on. Where are you? 120's on the field using his more high explosive shells to hopefully kill some of the support equipment on the Axis side. Good artillery from this Zis gun might actually neutralize. Very close to killing the mortar. So it looks like the Allies are trying to single out the Axis artillery. Katusha on the field now. Going in for the, well, Oboe Blitz and also everything around it. Doesn't get any kills necessarily on wiping units, but does wear down the truck and also the infantry. Kubel also very low on health. So, again, no, like, kills, but it's more manpower loss and definitely repairs needed for these guys. So, we'll see how things go. Captain pushing left, knocks back the Pioneer. On the right, lots of smoke being dropped, stopping the AT guns and everything else from seeing the infantry advance. Grenadiers pulling on back. Again, Red Terror, not a huge infantry force, and not a large force in general, but still enough to where he's trying to take that position. So I'll give credit where credit's due. More smoke being dropped. Again, pushing on in, hopefully grabs the fuel. And that'll be, again, a very good grab. Unfortunately, Volk squads are pushing mid, so it's not going to be complete, a complete, like, domination for the Allies in all the middle territories. And remember, the Axis still have the right, which, by the way, VP-wise, it's neck and neck. Both sides are still rather close to each other. Like, I'll give credit where credit's due. Also, Sniper, doing extremely well because he's fighting infantry with only 4 models. So the shots are a lot more effective for him. Now, Recon is overhead, so I'm assuming we are going to have more artillery fire. Command tanks on the field. It's been a while since we've seen it, but hey, glad to see one. Hopefully, it will give a nice little defensive bonus. In mid, we have more Volk squad pushing in, but looks like the bar finders might be able to pick that unit if they're lucky. No, never mind. They reposition. Maybe if they would have focused. Do we have any armor? We still have the Katusha. No armor yet for the Axis. Like, I mean, not Axis, Allies. The Axis are the first ones with armor, and they're going to be the Panzer IV command tanks. On the right, command tank moving on up, trying to push back the infantry section and paratroopers. Can we have some action? Misses the shot, unfortunately. Not able to get any good wipes. Great shot on the command tank. Also, I think the howitzer penetrated it too, which is hilarious in my eyes, but still, at least they pushed it back. It's absolutely direct firing with that M1. We have JLI moving on in. Again, Thomas, I'm just saying, waiting for that Goliath. I know you're saving up for airstrikes, but come on. Come on, man. Goliath. Alright, like Gavin Bomb, I'll take that instead. Might be able to wipe that MG. Does wipe the MG. And Pioneers might move in for it. But Commandos drop smoke. I believe they dropped smoke. No, wait, did they drop smoke? Or did this thing fire? Oh, he fired smoke, I think. He dropped smoke so he could take the unit. Okay. It's like, why would Commandos drop smoke? What is this Grenadier squad doing? Listen, Spaghetti Man. Suicide is not the answer. Do not keep walking. You're not going to survive. Listen. Hear me out. No. I have no idea what Spaghetti Man was doing, but, okay. That was a thing. Cannon Warfare gonna be pushed back by the bar finders. Left hand side, not going. You know, Axis hold it. but I feel like the 120 might push them back here in a second. Paratroop, no, recon, that's recon. I thought paratroopers were dropping. Again, right now VPs are still going back and forth, very close to each other. Fireflies on the field, there we go. Mortar carriage as well, so allies are definitely bringing out some bigger guns. Jagdpanzer are in development. Kubel, Vet 3, solid effort right there. At least he's able to detect units in the fog of war. MG moving on in, but there's an MG right there, which will suppress it and hold it back along with the command tank. Lots of MGs backed up by an AT gun. What? All the support equipment, no front line. But hey, maybe those Katyushas can do some work. Never mind, no kills. Just fired, no kills.
One of our machine guns has been silenced.
The other one has 6 kills, so not high kill counts, though at least Vet 1. What is getting some good shots, though, is this mortar carriage, sniping units from afar, keeping the pack guns on its toes, which might just allow for the infantry to advance, maybe? No, the MG's right there. Can we drop smoke? Drop some smoke for your allies, maybe? They could use it. They could really use it. Alright, but again, I'll give credit where credit's due for the allies. Right now, their overall population's in the low 60s. Axis in the upper 50s. Still pretty close overall. Still very close. Axis actually take control of the VPs, putting a lot of pressure on the allies. Easily gaining almost a 30-point lead and continuing on. So if they hold that, they'll gain some valuable time. So even if they're not exactly winning with their army, they can at least win via VPs and hold that way. Small push going on right, killing the M1. Hold on. Axis might be on the offensive. Okay, Firefly put an end to that with the command panzer, but, you know, he's trying. You can't say he's not trying. Sniper has to run because of the commandos pushing in. Luckily, NG will stop him in his tracks. And while the Axis will hold off an attack on the right, on the left, maybe not so much. Flamethrower units are pushing on against the MG. Command tank is just out of range to provide some defensive bonuses for it. Oh, there it goes. Never mind. It's back in. Very finicky with it. Artillery's coming on in. I think it's a double hit. Katyusha hitting the front and the back, hopefully getting some retreating units. MG barely makes it out, though. Actually, a lot of the units barely make it out. Volk squad pushing all along the left. Oh! Devastating hit with the 120. Well, yep, there she goes. 20 kills right now with the 120. I would say, like, I don't know, before the patch that happened earlier in the year, this thing was probably one of the weaker units in the game. Now it's, oh god, now it's devastating. Pathfinder's pushing on up, trying to smack the enemy. Infantry section as well.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
Trying to drive the enemy back. Howitzer as well, doing what he can to provide support. Axis at the very least holding on to this side and holding on to mid. So again, almost a 100-point lead right now with the allies. Alright, plane just brought down the building, I think. Infantry section finally moving into mid to stop that VP bleed. MG trying to hit the mortar. Alright. Mortar, I don't think cares right now, but I think he will care in a minute. With 2 MGs hitting him now. Command tank trying to come on in. Oh, Jackson's healing, that's why. This gun moving in, trying to fire, does connect with the Panzer IV. I'm just not... Another Werfer coming on in. Maybe a Brumbar might be better? Just saying, a lot of allied infantry, Brumbar can be very devastating. Werfer can be good too, don't get me wrong, but... I don't know, compared to the last game, how good that Brumbar was, I'm kind of hoping for a replication of that, but we'll see. Lots of artillery coming down. Another Katyusha strike. Hits the Sturm Pioneer squad. Support gun taking a nasty hit right there, but luckily still up and able. Oh, Blitz truck very lucky with that spread so far. Yeah, so far, no hits in the middle. Wait, strikes coming in on right. What is that? The bombers? P-47s are inbound. Command tank is going to need to run for the hills. Air support's coming in on it. Luckily, doesn't do too much damage toward it. But allows the infantry to push on in and take the VP. Hold on. Axis, I'm hearing command, calling in air support. Trying to counteract the allied attack against them. Strikes are coming in against the mortar carriages, trying to hightail it out of there. while I believe the allies still have some AA. Hold on. Yep, they have the Centaur, which okay. And the other side still has its half track. They're going to shoot down the planes quite a bit. Recon's in effect to allow for the airstrikes to hit target. And they should probably hit the Firefly, I would imagine. If they can come in for another sweep. I don't think they are, though. I think they all got shot down. Paratroopers trying to fight in mid. Jagdpanzer moving up. I mean, I don't know if that was effective or not, but it did maybe drive them away enough for Inca Una to retake this territory. So I guess, Thomas, that did work out? I say that while I'm like, have my shoulders up. I'm like, maybe? Like, it didn't kill anything. So. Panther advancing. Maybe push back the Centaur, but there's a Firefly there. Command Panzer as well, trying to push on in. Pack Gun's kind of chilling out. Maybe he needs to move up and smash this line. Or hit the mortar. I mean, there's right now double mortars on the field. Jagdpanzer under heavy fire. Gets knocked out by the Zis gun. Great shot. Axis being picked off slightly. Volk Squad trying to take that fuel. Artillery hitting. Oh my god, lots of our double Katyusha, absolutely. Hitting. Wait, is it double? Yeah, it's double. Hitting the medical facility. Knocks out the mortar with the lucky stray barrage. Come on, Werfer. Oh, hits the left. Zis gun's killed. Pioneers still have to worry about the MG, so they're probably not going to gain much. Jackson, though, charging. Hits the command tank. Is he still going to charge? He's still charging. I guess he thinks that the Werfer's back there. Again, taking a hard left approach, now trying to kill that facility. Unfortunately, Spaghetti Man is slow to remove his pack, and the half-track is literally on top of him. Hold on. Hold on there. Command tank. Moving on in. Knocks out that. Can we see a win by chance for the Allies? I would say the Axis. Command tank needs to get out. Misses the shot. Also, so close to kill the Jackson. Jagdpanzer, again, without sight, is probably doesn't want to risk charging in, especially if it gets overwhelmed by tanks. But unlucky for the Axis on that one. If it would have hit, command tank would have been awesome. Pack guns pulling on back. Command tank getting some heals. Again, Axis forces right now in the probably upper 60s. Allies in the, I would say, mid 70s right now. So again, a little bit of a difference, but Axis still have the BP lead. The biggest issue right now is that combined Allied air offensive that can be called in, because all of them have that available. So a big Ally Axis push with armor could lead to their demise. They're really going to have to do it with infantry. And I know that's a lot harder to do, but if they want to do it, or at the very least make sure that they can pull their armor back before the planes literally smash the armor to bits. Ooh, great shot with that support gun. I think it's a support gun, right? Does he have a support gun? Yeah. Oh my god, he has a Vet 5 support gun. What am I saying? Left side is completely under Allied control. Recon's going overhead to see what the Axis have left. Inca Una is close to getting an elephant, so at least that might hold back the armor a little bit on his side. How about the other guy? Oh no, Spaghetti Man's not even close. He's getting more Werfers. Is that good though? Spaghetti Man, is that really what you need? I mean, yeah, I guess there's 2 tanks, but and a lot of your infantry is dying to those Katyushas. Holy mackerel, that's a lot of support equipment just lying around. Elephants on the field. Axe is trying to push on up under intense fire. Recon overhead. We have air support coming on in, but again, I don't know if it's going to kill it or not. It will keep the armor back, so if their whole goal is hold this side, maybe not a bad call-in. Hold on. Hold on, air support hitting the Fireflies. Might be better than I thought. Firefly barely alive. Just need a little more firepower. Jagdpanzer hits mid, but Jackson easily deflects the push. Grenadiers pulling back. And really, it's more just allied armor just being kept at bay from the airstrikes. Nothing dies, but it's so close that any artillery that could be thrown this way could kill it. Hold on, is there any artillery? No, they don't have anything. Maybe a lucky... Oh my god. Support gun. Vet 5, I need you. I need you on this one. Alright, we have bombers, I think? Or P-47. P-47's calling on it. Pushing back the command panzer, maybe allowing for an allied push. Though the armor is still healing, so it's really just infantry. Luckily, the P-47s actually accidentally hit the MG. Though they just pull back. The elephant's the only thing in range, but I think they'll be fine. I think he'll be fine. We'll see. Valiant Assault is in place, so at least the British have better, you know, attack power. Elephant taking a number of hits, down actually a third of its health, so the rear shot did not help it at all. Middle being taken by the Axis. Again, Axis still have a 70-point lead, but they are losing it ever so slightly. Ever so slightly, the Axis are gaining more, the Allies are gaining more control of the VPs. The question is, will it be enough? Mortar carriages try to do what they can, but not hitting anything. All this is being repaired. Again, if the Axis really want to do like a huge combined offensive, then they're gonna have to like really focus on it. Otherwise, I just don't see it. By the way, thank you, Ovadi, for raiding. I was so busy with this game, I forgot to mention it. So thank you so much, man, for the raid. Allies have no big armor doctrines, right? Nope. Chat, they absolutely don't. Axis are the ones with the armor. The Allies don't. They have like stuff like the Comet being deployed. But I mean, if you're talking about like the big allied heavy tanks like the ISU, the Pershing, stuff like that, no, they don't have that. They have a lot of special airstrikes. Though it seems to be working. Left side is pretty much faltering. Again, while Elpern is losing some men, not nearly enough to... Wait, hold on. As I say this. Come on, fire! Oh, so close. So very close to killing it. Really would have helped if he killed it. Jagdpanzer hiding. Oh my god. Relica's lost so many of his Volk squads. Right side still kind of holding together. A bunch of Faust about to hit the Centaur. Come on, kill the Centaur! Kill the Centaur! Kill the Centaur! Shoot her! No, you missed! You shot the wrong one! Oh, rockets now returning fire. Luckily, only one hits. A lot of fire exchanging hands. Not sure what they're hitting. Jagdpanzer trying to hit the Jackson. Su-85 moving in. Hits the other Jagdpanzer. Axe is still holding the right, so they're not hemorrhaging on VPs, but it's still not going amazing for them. Axis have enough airstrikes to... Well, actually, no, they don't have some, so that's positive. They don't have the full Beatles offensive, and by that I mean, like, again, they're missing the rock, they're missing a bunch of abilities, but they still got, you know, Mojo Jojo and was it? We'll say, was it Fuzzy Lumpkins? There's your Powerpuff Girls reference. That's only because I just learned that there's a live-action one being made. Oh god, that's gonna be bad. But anyway, probably, you know what could be worse? The Axis push on fuel, because I was expecting more losses for all the mortar carriages right here. But you know, they're still holding on. They're still doing pretty well. Panther charging in with a quarter of its health gone. Hold on. Panzer Grenadier. Hold on, what is happening over here? Where's all the front? Maybe the MGs are out of position or something, but Panzer Grenadier is just pushing against this guns. This gun's like, guys, 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 we need some support. But, yeah, it could be better. Could be a lot better. Pioneers advancing, trying to clear the territory. Nice shot with the packs. All right, while the enemy's away, can we get some better pushes?
300 points remaining.
Hopefully, maybe. Let's see, Elephant on standby with the command tank as well. Grenadiers there too. Commandos, Vet 3, pretty solid stuff. I'm just trying to give a brief overview. Katyusha's, though, lighting up all the... Oh, my God. No, Spaghetti Man. Don't lose your packs. Okay, lost 2. Pathfinder's moving on in. Orange Pest and Elpern, they are doing very well. They are near pop cap. Anyway, on the right though, we might see the elephant make some moves. Hits the comet. Hold on right now. Can the elephant finish off? We do have Great Ear seeing it. Elephant, take the shot. Take the shot. Comet goes down. Hits the edge of my screen. And hold on. Allies are pissed. Calling in all the air support. Run, elephant, run. One set of P-47s fly overhead. Bombers inbound. Another set hits the infantry as well. Elephant half dead. Bombers en route. Wait, Reichlon, are you in the bombers range? Oh, no, it's on the left. Okay. Does hit some of the force in the back. Panther coming over. Okay. Little bit of friendly fire right there. They do knock out the support equipment. Some planes being shot down. Barely managed to miss the Panzer IV. But all those airstrikes, they didn't really have much to follow up. All the armor's still back, so while the Axis are kind of in disarray, the elephant's, you know, half dead. There's no real follow-up action. What the heck? I'm a little surprised the Allies didn't push. That was the whole point with the last offensive, or in the last game, where if you missed it, there was a huge air support ring, an AT Overwatch, and it was just so massive, and a big British push just broke the Axis. It was insane how much stuff they lost. It was like, at least, I want to see 6 to 8 vehicles. It was nuts. But their Allies actually lost, I think, more units than the Axis by friendly fire. But, yeah, it's... The fact I'm questioning that is not a good sign. But VP-wise, Allies are in the lead, so if the goal was to contest this area, I guess maybe it worked? Look, at the very least, Elpern's doing very well in pushing on his flank, and they're going to need to do something to make things up, because, yeah, Axis forces on the left-hand side are pretty much barely... They're held together by duct tape and glue right now. They really need to be held together by, like, bolts and steel beams. Elephants back up. Mortar carriage Jackson moving on in. Elephant will easily push this sucker back. Come on, smoke this. Oh, nope, dropped smoke, so we can't fire. They can still direct or attack ground. Again, air support could be called in again. Well, some of it. Orange Pest doesn't have the resources for it. Again, Axis really need a decisive blow. Hold on! Sector assault by Thomas could come in the next minute. If they could do that and do a large offensive, then maybe the Allied armor on this side could break. Nice shot, by the way, with the Elephant. Now you could also stun, maybe allow the air support to come in. Nice body block. Come on, Elephant! Take the shot! Oh, he's trying to hit the Katyushas, which are now repositioned over here by Elpern. And that's really putting a number on Inca Una's men. Elephant misses the Firefly. Infantry pushing up for the fuel. Attempts are being made in mid by Relica, but again, the mortar carriages are just wiping his men. Oh boy. Could be better. Could be better. A lot of the Allied armor is undergoing repairs near the front. Recon is overhead right now. Soviet late game. Yeah, Soviets are doing very well this game. Katyusha's solid job, by the way. They have like 50 kills, 50, almost 60. Wait, British air support and water cover going into effect. So actually that removes the bombers, I think. Oh no, bombers being called in. Bombers are being called in the back. Elephant needs to move now or take a hard left. All right, he's hanging left. He's gonna the bombers will miss the Elephant. Luckily, he didn't Prometheus it. He's not like, let me run in a straight line, so immediately gets, you know, hit by the thing. Is it terrible the fact that movie's only remembered now because of literally you can take a left to dodge something? Oh god. Anyway, Axis force is slowly being pushed back by the Allies. We have a small push with Jacksons. Jagdpanzer and Panthers moving in the counter though. One does die. Can we at least pick off one Jackson? Just one? No, we can't. Air support, though, coming on in. Does kill a Firefly. And P-47's hitting the Elephant and Command Tank, though not doing too much. Jackson's pushing in. They're still in the air supremacy area. So if there's any planes left, they could be called in on them. Jackson's flanking the Icons, so they'll both miss. Axis really don't have much to hit them. Again, lots of units in the back. Jackson pushing forward, but the Panthers are now coming on in. AT Overwatch is in effect, though. That's going to have a lot of the armor in the back. S-25's not pushing on in. I think this might be it. Artillery might neutralize that. Panther as well being hit. There goes one Panther. Second Panther gets neutralized by the AT Overwatch. Command Tank coming on in, now being pulverized by the AT Overwatch. And yeah, I think the Axis are about to lose this, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's going to be GG. Again, the air support was their last big ticket, but the Allies had way more. Unfortunately, the Allies also have way more armor. Commandos pushing in, stopping the Grenadiers very easily from taking that point. It's like, no, get out, shoo. Sniper, though, give credit. It's still alive. It's trying. And look, Red Terror has lost quite a bit of his units. Jibber Jabber, though, and Elpern are PopCap, and Orange Best as well. Very good. Doing very well. Rare Echelon trying to push on the flank. Maybe pick that sniper off. Mortar carriages. 26 kills. Not too shabby. Centaur as well. Shot down a number of planes. Up, here come the Katyushas. Where are they hitting? Back area? Not much here. Maybe it was trying to stop repairs, or maybe pick off the sniper on retreat. Not sure. Whatever the case may be, all the Allies need to do is continue to hold the VP majority, and they win this. I mean, sure, the Axis will slowly bleed to death, but you know. Yeah, the nearly 2K manpower is something. Infantry section, we're trying to hold. No! Panthers, you're literally charging an AT wall. There's literally 4 Jacksons, my god. They're lighting that Panther up. Doesn't matter if you're Vet 3 or not. The wall of Jacksons will hold you. The Elephant. There's air support coming on in. They're just slowly pushing. It's like, hold, fire. Advance. Fire. Advance. Fire. And yeah, the wall of Jacksons, while one is decrewed, they're just knocking out every single piece of Axis armor. And with the air support, just, yep, just clear what's left of the Axis lines. They're trying to kill 1 or 2. Oh, they're bouncing off the Jackson. No! Oh my god, unfortunate. Is he repairing in the back? What a, oh my god, Orange Pest. He's like, I'll hide behind here. They won't see me repair. I don't know if that Panther sees him or not, but, you know, solid effort. Real solid effort. Jackson trying to get out. Come on, Jackson, you can make it. Come on. Oh, was hoping he would see his wife and kids again. Jagdpanzer gets neutralized by the other Jackson. Firefly coming back up. Mortar carriages helping clear the infantry. Lots of dead Axis. And I'm just not seeing a comeback opportunity. Though I will say this, I'll give credit for the Axis for continuing to play and hoping that maybe an allied slip-up can occur, which we have seen in other games. Alas, well, actually, they did just do one. Katyusha was maybe a little too close to the front, though it is decrewed rather than killed. We're seeing GGs. Good sportsmanship across the board. Good job, everybody. Solid game. Oh, and that's going to be it. That's going to be it. Let's check to see the after-action report to see how things fared. Calculated caddy risk. That's fair. You had like 2,000 manpower, so like, oh, lost the caddy. I'll get another one in just a minute. Hold on. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. All right, the after-action report details what exactly? Well, it details a Jackson focus with 28,000 damage. Pretty solid stuff. Overall damage, gotta give a shout out to Orange Pest for the top damage and kills. And a shout out to Thomas for top damage. Also for going 117 in kills. Really appreciate the shout out there, Thomas. Really appreciate it. Relica and Inca Una actually tie with the kills. However, again, solid, all of them are kind of... Oh, actually, no, Inca Una got positive KD. There you go, Inca Una, you're positive. Everyone else, yeah, you lost a lot. Even the Soviet, in this case, Elpern, going a positive KD right there. Excellent stuff. No, really solid game right there. Again, I do, the artillery and the airstrikes and everything called in by the Allies was overwhelming. But, still, solid game. Solid game. Thank you, Tommy, for the replay. I will cast that next. But we'll see how things fare, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see how things fare. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you waited for it. Game 3 of the day between Copenhagen and Ooga Booga. Duking it out with each other, hoping to gain supreme, keep themselves alive in this tournament, and make sure that they can go for the grand prize if possible. Who's on each side? Well, we got Orange Pest, Elpern, Jibber Jabber, Red Terror versus Inca Una, Thomas, Spaghetti Man, and Relica. Game 3 is on Nordwind. We got ourselves Red Terror as the Brits. Again, 2 Americans, 1 Soviet. Seems to be the meta of the day. With 2 Ostier and 2 OKW. Surprised we have not seen any variations, but it seems to be what is likely in order to win this game. Again, good sportsmanship, hopefully. Never mind. I like senators, older women as well. Thomas, what? Let's not get political in a World War II game, alright? Come on now. I'm making a joke there. Anyway, chat, please don't crucify me. Anyway, Orange Pest. We got Airborne. And Jibber Jabber going Airborne. So, more P-47s, everyone. I know you love planes, so there you go. I love the smoke being dropped. Rashlon's like, we're gonna finish building our stuff. Kubel, stop it. Kubel runs it over! Sorry, Orange Pest, not today, says Relica. Orange Pest goes, what the fuck? Sorry, chat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just blew my speaker, but God, he stops it again! Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my God. No fun. Relica's allowing Orange Pest to have no fun today. MG's brought up in the meantime with mortars. Pathfinders move to cover. Volk squads might be able to win that. We'll see. MG looking at up north. The Storm Pioneers coming on the flank. Luckily, they weren't able to do that. Allies having better luck on the other side, grabbing territory. Pathfinders very low on health, but managed to pull back. Oh my God, that's pretty good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, being a troll move kind of there, but it's so good. That Kubel play was so good. Anyway, MG moving up, but being smoked, so unsure if it will actually see the Pathfinders. Nope, it's gonna run. Good idea. Anyway. Rashlon still in the front. I guess he's waiting for the ambulance so we can heal. On the other side, we got Volk squads dealing with the Pathfinders and mass. Again, snares could be an issue for the Allies, as we've seen. As also FG section don't have snares as well. Right now, we got ourselves Thomas with Overwatch. Again, Inca Una going Blitzkrieg Doctrine. And, yeah, so far, a decent spread. I've been playing Soviets all wrong by building infantry. Chat, you're not entirely incorrect by that assessment, but, you know, could be a lot of... you don't know. I've seen I absolutely seen support spam fail. Though in this case, they seem to be holding pretty well. MG guarding the flank, stopping the Pioneers. Another MG stopping, or trying to stop the Volk squad from moving on in. He has incendiary, so he could burn it, but I'm assuming by the speed of Elpern moves, he'll just, you know, get out of the way. Right now, again, with the Allies holding the flanks, Axis need to do something in order to gain supremacy in this game. MG's just keeping the fire going, dropping smoke on the MG. The other mortar is focusing on the other MG and is forced back. Now, I'm assuming... wait, Firestorm might be a thing? Because, again, I'm assuming you need to reinforce on the front. Oh, wait, no, medical. Medical's right there. And the allies are advancing. This could be bad. We could see a dead medical facility right here, boys. We could absolutely see it. Wolf Squad managed to hold off the engineers. Smoke drops on the MG with some mortar support as well. Kubel and Volk Squad are flanking the left. Incendiary possibility right here. Nope, he's going to move. Volk Squad going to give chase, though. Kubel up to Vet 1. Universal Carrier and additional infantry just swarming into mid now with a light MG, I'm assuming. Yep, defending in this region. But looks like Axis are trying to push left to try to assist their team. Try to take the hill. Alas, I don't know if that's going to work out for them. MGs are still managed to reposition themselves and could hold them back. They need to really swing from behind. And right now, the other allied force is chasing, possibly doing a pick. Oh my god! Picked it right as he got the upgrade. Inca Una, bad luck on his part. Really bad luck. Pathfinder's moving on in. Come on. Kubel now completely overwhelmed. Great shot by the AT, though. Kills the Universal Carrier. Kubel now has an escape route. Sniper moving on up, though, to pick off the Pathfinders. Not a bad idea. Come on. Alright, Ambulance is still healing the forces. Axis, though, can now use the medical to heal. Mortars, if they can use that healing ability, could absolutely start dominating the allies. And especially if we get a support gun, which can outrange them. That could be huge. But, again, that's if. MG kind of, well, should be able to hit the Stern Pioneers. Nope. Stern Pioneers, plus the Volk managed to overwhelm the MG. Focus, focus, focus. Make a retreat, make a retreat. No, not enough. MG just repositions. Pathfinders and MG repositioning. Focusing on the front. Is it going to be enough? Nope, they'll stop the point from being captured. BP is still pretty close. Artillery now inbound from the Zis gun as well. Oh no, he sacrificed the Pioneer! I don't know if he did it on purpose. Spaghetti Man, no! Get out, your MG, run! Mortar's dead, the other mortar's on the retreat. We need more men on this front. Pathfinder's taking some hits though. We'll pull back to heal. In mid, sniper under fire, infantry section advancing. Axis forces need to do something. 222 moving on up, doesn't really have a, well, half-track encounter, but oh boy. Axis being just outdone by the allies in manpower, in munitions, in fuel. They need a win of some type, but I don't know where. MG holding back the Grenadiers that are taking a hard right. Or I guess not right, but up north. You get what I'm saying. Anyway. Royal Engineers going for mid. They might be able to cut off the territory, which is huge for reinforcement purposes. MGs and AT guns lighting up that medical. Those poor medics are trying to hide, but they don't know where to go. 222 trying to keep the engineers back. We have, again, commandos being called in. Elpern going to defensive tactics. Allies going the same doctrine as they did before, but this time they are dominating way more than the other game. Like, in the other game, it was pretty close, and then, like, the second half is where the Allies really took advantage. This game, nope, Allies just doing very well early on. 12-minute double Scots. Not great. Could be a lot better. Half-track keeping the 222 at bay. AT gun could move up. Again, they need some good blows, right? Right now, their best shot is north. There's only one MG. They could overwhelm it, although the MG is quickly going back and forth to suppress them. Come on, Stern Pioneers pushing in. Commandos smashing the Stern Pioneers. Infantry suppressed. Again, quick repositioning of some men by the Brits who's trying to hold the line. MG, though, could die right here. Very low. Smoke dropped. Okay. Maybe a... Come on, shoot it. Shoot-ha. Shoot-ha! Come on. Yes. All right, decrewed. Infantry section pushed back. All right. Small wins. Small wins for the Axis, which are now trying to focus mid. Still having some issues with the Dushka. which are pushing them back quite heavily. Artillery trying to hit them on retreat, gets a couple good hits in. But Axis are now swarming the north. Half-track keeping them back from taking the fuel. But they are taking the VP and they're taking a capture point, so it's something. Great. Double 222s in effect. Artillery coming down, smashing the Grenadiers as they tried to push. But no, MG having a real rough time here. Come on, pull back. Nope. Not able to take it. 222 still lighting them up. Infantry advancing. Come on. Axis are trying to take this position, but the Allies are being stubborn, and the double healing position right here probably helping them out quite a bit. Probably going to need something to break it. Maybe smoke and a little bang for their buck. Just saying. Little bang. Little bang. Anyway, AT gun, I'm assuming he tried to hit something over here. Not sure the fighting position or the glider, but he's trying to hit something. Commando's just diving on in, but launcher the cannon bomb gets a couple models. Another 222. Axis really trying to go with the 222 strat. They're trying to be like, come on, light armor for the win. Kubel, keep shooting. We need. All right, that works. Minefield kills the unit. Can we get another? Was it a minefield or was it a support gun? No, it wasn't. There's no mines there. My apologies. It was a support gun hit. Fighting position, holding back the Axis. They are advancing though. AT gun trying to hit the fighting position. We could see some reinforcements from Elpern swing on up. But big push from Relica. Again, they need to destroy the stronghold. Artillery fires coming on in. 222s hitting the north. They're picking off units. They killed the ambulance on the retreat. Gliders destroyed. 222s are trying to pick them off. Come on. War crime. War crime. Yes. Oh, no. Yep, they got it.
Light vehicle just got destroyed.
Axis managed to put everything together and finally push the Allies off a hard point. 222 did get destroyed though. Maybe they can pick up some units. Katusha now laying waste to a lot of the Axis units, killing the MG.
Enemy has killed a machine gun.
Axis gaining control, at least gaining some resource, some of their. Are you gonna grab that or not? Or are you decommissioning it? Thomas, stop staring at it and make a decision. There we go. All right, got MG. He's like. He's like the guy from The Good Place. Like, should I decommission it? Well, if I decommission it, I get 5 fuel. But I could use it for an MG, which could hold back the enemy infantry. But I could use the fuel to get the armor and possibly get it. And he just goes back and forth for 10 minutes. By the time that he finally makes a decision, the Allies already have come back. Glad he, you know, put his foot down and grabbed it. Anyway, luckily, Thomas has a good infantry force. Inca Una as well has a solid force. His 222s are still alive, by the way, which is actually a bit surprising. I thought they would have died, but no. Again, Terror took some heavy hits. Is probably going to get some armor out soon, and that being a Comet. Luckily, the double pack will be more than enough to hold back a Comet, especially if it gets a Vet 1. Sherman is on the field, though. Allies are really starting to pump out their vehicles from that fuel that they had stored up. Double Katusha as well. So, again, we can see some big plays there. Axis are still relying on tier 1 armor, or light armor in general. I guess tier 2. Tier 2 armor is the actual terminology. Sorry about that. 222's lighting up the commandos. Can we... Okay, one squad push back. Sniper, be careful. Gammon bomb. Oh, no! Well, that could have gone better. They have a medical facility here to heal, so at least the bunker's doing some work. Allied forces, though, pushing on in. Recon's overhead, maybe allow the Katyushas to fire. Double Katyusha fire. I imagine where they're gonna fire at. Actually, luckily, I don't know if it's a spread or where he picked, but he's kind of missing. Oh, never mind. He got the pack. And the support gun. Axis are trying to make some attempts in mid, causing the Pathfinders to burn a little bit. Axis are down by 200 points. AT hitting the half track. Again, a lot of AT, a lot of infantry, but if the Allies start getting a lot of support, I mean artillery, that could really end up biting the Axis in the butt for having so much manpower that they have to spend to reinforce. Infantry pushing forward with the JLIs. Dushka could be picked off. Can we get lucky? So far it seems like that. Sherman advancing, getting a nice shot on the JLIs. Up north, it's not looking great. The Brits are reinforcing the sector. Again, Thomas nowhere close to getting armor. Inca Una's not close to getting armor. It's just getting Battle Phase 2. They're not getting a lot of fuel. We have a Stuka. This Stuka needs to get like a Hail Mary shot on those Katyushas. Alright, or maybe just, you know, on the infantry in general. Like here would be great. We've seen ambulances die all game. Let's go with the Stuka shot. Or just hit mid, that's fine too. Not as great as it could have been. Not as great as it could have been. But again, they don't have as many resources, so I can't be like, why don't the Axis just use a recon? They have 26 munitions per turn. Recon is expensive to them. Well, at least they got the munitions back, so it's maybe less so. Alright, a small Axis offensive up north manages to push the Allies back a little bit, I think. Oh, there we go. Unit died in the building. Wait, I think he died in the building. Maybe. Jibber Jabber's still taking some hits, though. Allies are in the, I would say, upper 60s. Axis are actually, you know, they're doing better than I thought. They're like in the low 50s. So it's definitely like off, but it could be way worse. Hold on. Orange Pass going in for the dive, thinking that maybe he can pick off some units. In this case, he's like, I'll settle for a Volk squad. Switching to high explosive rounds. He hopes to pick them off. Not much to stop the. Oh, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Don't you. Oh, god damn it. He's going to start wiping units, isn't he? No, they're reinforcing. Relica has enough men. Mass Fausts are inbound. Can we get some AT? Pack gun taken from behind. MG's wiped. That's not that big of a deal. You can always recrew it. You can't recrew a Volk squad if it dies. I think Orange Pet's getting a little cocky here. The flak bases are helping to kill it. And the Sherman just perishes. Relica didn't lose that much. I mean, yeah, solid job. Gonna be honest. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. But Orange Pest does have a decent amount of resources, though not enough to just easily pump out a Sherman. So I feel like that was Orange Pest being like, well, obviously Relica doesn't have the forces to kill me. Yeah, maybe less so. By the way, Comet barely alive, being pushed back by the packs. JLI just trying to assist, trying to help. Grabs an MG. Alright, that's a nice steal. Mortar carriage trying to stop him. I love this scene right here. Shh. Don't tell anyone we're here. We're just trying to do recon. No, shoot. Rear Echelon, go away. Damn it. Alright, Rear Echelon just spotted the JLI. Dushka about to light them up. Although JLI might be able to push them back before. Oh, great shot with the packs. I'm sorry, I wasn't even paying attention. Hot damn. Direct fire, direct fire, direct fire. Come on. Ground fire. Ground fire! You missed! How did you miss? Katyusha returns fire and kills it. Does kill it with the Raketenwerfer. That's right. Thomas knows what he's doing. Anyway, middle's decapped at least, stopping the bleed. And Stuka gets a decent hit along the side. So, are we going to see an Axis comeback? I mean, allies are starting to lose some units. Orange Pass lost some more. In the meantime, support guns neutralize the 50 cal. AT hitting the mortar carriage. Commandos, though, coming on in. Now push back the Sturm. Grenadiers keeping the infantry back. Mortar carriage goes down! What is happening to the allies right now? What is happening? A lot of infantry grouped up. You might want to separate that, Thomas, from a... Because those Katyushas may want revenge here in a minute. Again, infantry's moving north. Not much to stop them. But still, the Axis need to get kills, and they're absolutely getting some kills. Command Panzer on the field. I think it's the first piece of Axis armor we've seen. Stug being deployed. Stug army. People are going to start shouting, like cheering for the Stugs now. Decap the territory. Run! Run, you bastard! Command Panzer trying his best to hold back the Allies. Volk squad dealing with what he can. He's just one lone squad. Wait, come. Alright, good job with the command tank. And again, providing a defensive aura around everybody. Up north, a decent push with the Sherman. Come on. Can we get some Faust? Yes! Orange Press going in once again for the dive. And once again, he's about to get rickety wrecked. And yes, that was an honor, Ricky Rifle. Alright. Great shot. Now we have the Comet up north. Stug. Someone say Stugs for life. Coming on in. Pens the Comet. Going solo against the mighty beast. And we'll try. Pens again. Pushing back the British Comet. The advanced medium tank can't fight the light advanced tank destroyer. He just can't do it. Allies, though, control mid. And although the Stug is powerful, they need to control the VPs in order to turn the tide. Axis forces are slowly coming back, I believe. They're in the mid-50s still, so maybe not. Allies are actually gaining. They're in the... Ooh, shit. Yeah. They're in the, probably upper 60s still, at best, for the Axis. Bomber strike inbound on the position. Again, this is a VP battle right now. No matter how good the Axis can do, they need to grab the VP points. And right now, the MG lines and everything are stopping them dead in their tracks. Bombers inbound. Right! Oh my god, on the retreat path! Killing a unit! Hitting the Dushka! Oh, killing the Dushka. Oh, that was... I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but Red Terror just terrorized Inca Una. We got air support inbound. Stug and Pack stopping the Comet. Can air support kill it? Please? Can we kill it, maybe? Come on, air support. Hitting the Comet's not enough, though. Packs get decrewed. They lost. There goes most of Inca Una's forces. And it's a GG. It's a GG. There's not much action in the south, guys. Sorry. There wasn't much action there. They were being kept back as well. Sorry. If you were hoping for a comeback in the south, that was not done. But Allies, great game. Really solid game. And we look at the after action report. I think we're gonna see a certain outcome. Allies, great job. Really great game by the Allies. Look at the cash. Wait, look at the cash. What, the fighting position with the cash down there? Wait, what'd I miss? I backed out before. I'm sorry, chat. I didn't see your comments. Was there something there I missed? Alright, what was it? What was by the cash? I couldn't see. Was it a demo or something? I wanted to see the wall. Oh, did you make like a giant AT wall? Or like, what's it called? Did you make a giant wall of tank traps? Oh, he made a giant line. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I missed that. My apologies. I'll get a freeze frame of it for when I put the video up on my YouTube channel. So I'll make sure I do that. So apologies. My bad. But solid game. Solid game. Yeah, Allies did pretty well. Orange Press going negative. I wonder why. But top damage goes to Red Terror. And top kills. On the Axis side, Inca Una doing really well with his pack guns. Solid stuff. I don't think, kill the Comet, but definitely forced them back. Top kills, though, goes to Relica. Also doing very well. But yeah, no, solid game. Allies did a stranglehold on the Axis. But I will say this. For the last 6 or 8 minutes of the game, Axis may not have been gaining control of the victory points, but they were giving the Allies a bloody nose, and I was having a good time watching it. That was a good little comeback moment. Or at least I hoped it would be a comeback moment. All right, let's double check the best units. Orange Pest, Pathfinders. Man, your Shermans, I wonder why. Elpern's AT guns were pretty solid. Katusha, 35 kills. Really solid. Pathfinders did okay. Red Terror. Commandos did amazing. 34 kills. A really good job pressing with those. Pack guns did pretty good. Also 222s on the flank. Solid job. Thomas, your AT guns were doing pretty good at holding back the enemy. Nice job with your sport gun. 16 kills. Pack gun as well. About 10k. 15 kills from the mortar team. Solid, solid. And Relic at 19 kills. Never lost the Volk squad. So at least I'll give you that. But no, that's going to be it for today's games, I believe. Yeah, I know. Weird. Pathfinders are MVP. Shocking. But that's it for all the games today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed them. They were pretty awesome in my book. Pretty awesome. Allies OP, maybe a little bit. I swear to God, if the next video I put up is Allies OP with a question mark, I'm literally going to be blasted by everyone. Everyone's going to be like, Greyshot, what? Can you stop saying that a certain faction's OP? Chat says it! Hey guys, before you go, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Folkvard, Aphyria, Joey G240, Ace, ShinobiWarrior, Pyroshark, Little Koosh, and Seth Kuipers. Thank you all for your incredible support. You guys rock. This has been Greyshot17 and his amazing patrons, and I'll see all of you next time.